Hello and welcome to the heliosblog. My name is Helios. Today we're going to talk about 4 sexy hobbies for men. Have you ever been jealous of guitar guy? The guy that pulls out his guitar and suddenly has a bunch of girls around him. I imagine you thought that wouldn't be a bad idea for yourself. Well, you're right. Hobbies demonstrate that you're a well-rounded person. They make you stand out from the crowd. Some hobbies are much better at getting you laid than others, and let's talk about a few. Here's a word of advice. I hope you're not picking up hobbies just to get laid. That's lame. You should do what you enjoy doing. People love people that enjoy life. But if you're passionate about something, people will be drawn to you for your passion. And alphas don't compromise themselves for others. We hold on to our self-image strongly and are powerful. Not being a slave involves enjoying the great things that life has to offer, and these hobbies are some of them. Enjoying my content? Check out my blog at heliosblog.com. On YouTube, you can support me by liking and subscribing. I'm also on Spotify if you'd prefer a podcast. If you're interested in my books, The Strategist Guide to Seduction and Quotes to Live By, they're available on Amazon. In addition, you can follow me on Patreon at theheliosblog for exclusive content. On with the show. While I don't recommend you pick up a hobby just to get laid, I do recommend that you have hobbies. You need to have something to do besides wake up, work, sleep, and repeat. What kind of life is that even? What if the hobby that I love isn't on this list? It doesn't matter. People in general love those that are passionate about life. If you have something that you really love to do and are hardcore passionate about it, people cannot help but be drawn in. Check out Joe Manganiello. That guy's a total D&D nerd. You think he doesn't get laid? He's the best version of himself, living his best life. You do the same with whatever it is that you love. That passion is extremely attractive. Okay, let's go into the hobbies that are conventionally attractive. Number 1, playing the guitar. I know what you're thinking. Lame. You want me to be a guitar guy just to get laid? No. I believe that as part of your masculine development, you should learn how to play music. Why not learn an instrument that's portable and that will also get you laid? Guitar is a great hobby, but if you want it to get you laid, you're going to have to be a little better than a beginner. Getting good at guitar is the same as getting good at seduction. It takes practice. There are YouTube videos, luckily, to help you learn. Hilariously, you'll find that after a while, most songs need very few chords to actually be played. You can play a bunch of songs just by learning a few chords and singing along. Amazing. It's also a great way to relax if you've been working a bunch. I usually play guitar as a relaxation method, or piano. Don't worry about the pain in your fingers, that goes away after about 2 weeks. Start out with some easy songs, and then learn some scales and basic solos. It doesn't take much to impress people. Most people do not have the time or patience to devote to an instrument. You can wow them once you're at a medium or even low medium level of guitar skill. You don't need to be B.B. King to impress a beginner. Listen to the music that you like and learn to play that on guitar. You'll find that many classic rock songs are pretty approachable even for a beginner. Number 2, yoga or dancing. There are lots of women that do yoga or dance. You'd be amazed at the amount of hot women you can find in these places. Your goal when going to one of these classes isn't to get laid directly. Instead, you're going to have a different strategy. You should go into those classes with the genuine intention of learning that skill. Me, for example, I do martial arts, and so I want to become more flexible so I can do better in my martial arts classes as well. I joined a yoga class for that reason. Once there, passionately try to do the activity. You won't be able to prevent making friends in your yoga class. And guess what? These happen to be pretty girls that you're making friends with. And do you know what pretty girls have? Other good-looking friends. When you're invited to one of their parties, that's your chance to get the phone numbers of a bunch of gorgeous women. And now you have a bunch of hot yoga girl prospects. Amazing. The same could apply to a salsa dance class or whatever you decide to join. See the girls in your yoga class as a social circle source. If you screw up with one yoga group, you can always change classes and try again with another. No problem. Number 3, cooking. Cooking is an amazing hobby to have as a guy. Women become sexually aroused when they see men cook. I'm not kidding. Also, it will help you to control the kind of food you eat since you're trying to get a nice body. It's a total win-win. By the way, you can also save money over pre-made food. Having cooking as a hobby gives you plausible deniability. You can invite a girl to your place and make food together for a near guaranteed lay. Learn a bunch of basic recipes and use the internet as a source to help you. There are many excellent, well-reviewed recipes online that you can follow. If you decide to join a cooking class, there'll always be a bunch of beautiful women there. And guess who can slay with a little game? That's right, you. An alternative is to build a social circle from your cooking class too, which is likely to lead to a bunch of pretty girls again. The fun never stops. Number 4, traveling. Traveling, of course, is an excellent source of getting laid if you stay in youth hostels. Also, by traveling to different places in the world, you become cultured, and women love cultured men. When you have the experience of having been to many places in the world, it changes you. You'll be much more able to connect to people of all kinds of cultures and understand them. This, of course, applies to women as well. If you're white, you'll have an easier time sleeping with Asian women. Of course, there's exceptions. Traveling makes you worldly. It also gives you more experience than the average man. This makes you have much better conversations and makes you much more relatable. Women want a man they can look up to, and it's pretty easy to look up to a man with multiple hobbies who's traveled around the world. Women of all stripes will love to hear the stories of when you were out exploring the world. To say that traveling improves your prospects as a man goes without saying. You'll be better able to relate to multiple kinds of people and sleep with girls from all over the globe as a result. You'll also develop a respect for many cultures and an appreciation for humanity that you never thought possible. Traveling allows you to seduce higher quality girls since it elevates you. Not bad, huh? Conclusion. Many men have hobbies. Hobbies make us a more complete person and therefore more attractive to women. When we improve ourselves and have full lives, we, of course, become more attractive. There are several hobbies that are particularly sexy, and here they are. Guitar, yoga or dancing, cooking, traveling. This does not mean that other hobbies aren't attractive. You simply need to be passionate about whatever it is that you do, and you'll do great. Try some of these hobbies out for yourself and see what I mean.